Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22 Journeyman, episode 26. One notable thing as we get started on this one is that we have finally hit double digits in our 1 to 20 range of coaching attributes. The first one that's reached it is people management, renamed from man management this year, presumably for the upcoming introduction of women's football, which I know many are not, but personally, I'm very excited about that, and I will absolutely do a save in women's football when the time comes. I'll still have other saves as well, but I will absolutely go down that path. Portland Thorns will win some further championships, and I might see some Division 2 in England as well. But anyway, people management at TED, that has come about through various conversations individually with players. I've had lots of them, and therefore that has developed the furthest. Determination at a 7 means I've got a better shot at getting some results that I've had in the past. Adaptability is still pretty low at 6, but even that is starting to show a little bit of climb and may lead to us finding a position. This Asian Cup run has definitely been good for us, and I'm actually really curious to go back and see where, because I know we were +8, +9 after the Asian Cup run came to an end. So we gained quite a few attribute points from that, and I'm really encouraged by that. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on by trying to make another board request, because how else do you increase determination other than just getting after that board again and again and again? It's been too recent since I requested going on a coaching course, so I can't ask that right now, so I'm just going to ask something else. In fact, I think I'm going to kind of get after the board here frequently for a little bit, just for the sake of pushing my development. Even if I get pushback from them, what are they going to do? Fire me? I'll go find another job. Even if it takes me back down to Division 2 here in Indonesia, at least it would get me moving, going somewhere, having something different. I've just been stagnant in this position a little too long now that the Asian Cup run is done, and we didn't get the Champions League qualification, and right now we're not necessarily looking like we would re-qualify for the Asian Cup next season. Either way, I really don't want to stick around. Anyway, here's where the club sits on facilities. Corporate, adequate. Training and youth are both basic. The youth recruitment, junior coaching is all adequate as well. So adequate in the case of Indonesia means among the best. Basic is definitely not. So I think that's one area where we are hurting a little bit. So an increase to the youth or training facilities would be good for the club. Now, of course, if we do the youth ones, it means the group coming in is going to be even better than we're already getting, and that could certainly benefit this club long term. But I think the training facilities might help them sustain top flight status after I'm gone a little better. So we're going to go ahead and ask the board to improve the training facilities. We'll see what happens with that one. I doubt that they will approve it. While we might have a positive balance at the moment, it's certainly not by a lot, and my determination isn't that high, so I doubt that they'll say yes. What? Well, okay then. Okay, is this the ambitions of the new chairperson, who they were already kind of thinking that? Or is it that my determination's a little higher? I don't know. Whatever the case may be, it's been accepted. We got our way. We had a positive interaction with the board. We succeeded for literally just the second time in all these seasons played. They are going to start this December, so a month and a half from now, and it will be completed in just a matter of months. This would definitely help the club and the players reach their potential. I didn't even have to fight the board on it. I asked, they said yes. What? Okay, cool. So it's only been a week since I got the training facility improvement going, but now it's available to me to once again ask about starting a coaching course. And I'm going to just keep after these guys. They said yes to the last thing. They're going to say no to this one, aren't they? And once again, even with a new board compared to the old board, they still have the same selfish response. Fear that if you continue to make that sort of progress, club could lose you to bigger and better opportunities. I am definitely going to discuss this with them. I've had just about enough of things. I'm really ready to see something different. I think it would be beneficial for the club to allow me to take a coaching course to further my skills. Although we agree with your reasoning, we simply need your presence at training right now. That's a different response, though. Lack of ambition you're showing is very disappointing. I thought we shared a similar ambition for the club. We'll be left behind by some of our biggest rivals. Insist. I really can't stress enough how important I believe this to be. I'm going to go with the insist. I'm certainly not going to threaten. Convincing is nice and all, but let's insist. You can ask as much as you like. It's not going to do any good. I thought the board would show more ambition. I'm very disappointed. That's unfair. We want nothing but the best for this club, but you won't let your coaches train? I'm going to continue to go down this path. I feel the club is operating at an acceptable level and therefore still refuse to grant your request. Am I a long enough servant? I don't think so. It's only been a few years. I might have gotten us to the Asia Cup final, but I didn't win it. Maybe if I'd won it, I could use the threaten. I'm going to have to accept it at this stage. I mean, I can only push so far. But maybe next season. Do I really have to be here next season? Maybe next time. Of course. While we were in talking to the board, some piss poor coach went out there in the weight room and gave Kabula pulled abdominal muscle by not spotting him as he was lifting his weights. And with 8 matches left to play in the season, we find ourselves 7 points out of the top 3. But today is a great opportunity at home to close that gap to 4. Because it's third place Tira Persicobo, who are the defending league champions, but they have not quite played up to the standard, possibly for the same reason that we haven't quite played up to the standard. Well, our reason is twofold. One, the assistant manager has led the team a lot more than I have this season in the league. And 2, the twofold front that we've been on with the Asian Cup, along with the league stuff itself. But we've had almost double our games when you count the Indonesian Cup and the Asian Cup. 20 minutes already played. We have 6 shots to their 0, but we have a chance at the moment that could go the wrong way. No. We've backed it off at least momentarily, but where's this highlight headed? At the moment, seemingly nowhere. All the way back to the keeper. A mole just off the line. Oh, poor defense there. We had that perfect position to go up for the header and instead backed off. Free kick, dangerous spot. Masirin. I don't see it. They do. 7-1 on the shots now. 0.5 on the XG. That looked like a good chance in the upper corner to me, but I wasn't looking at every single player down the line intently, but from what I saw, he seemed to be on. That one's headed away, but they are going to recover the ball. They've got a man on a yellow. We've got a man on a yellow. It's Walladain. With Kabula out. Oh, what a shot there to take the lead. We've totally dominated the first half, and we're going to go into halftime trailing. Cristanto has picked up a minor injury. That's not good. Okay, what I was starting to say, too, Kabula out with his injury. Cristanto is in his place, and now he's picked up an injury, but the bad news doesn't stop there. Bad news added on to that is just the day before this match has been played, Ifananda, who we've had on loan for like, oh my goodness, another brilliant bended ball, and Setho unable to make a stop. It's 2-0 before halftime. They've only had 3 shots and they've got 2 goals. Ifananda, who's been on loan with us for about 1.5 years now, over the last 2 months, their manager, after he complained about playing as occasionally as the wide center back instead of just center back, he complained to his manager, and the manager has now, over the last couple months, 20 times come to me, approached me, and complained about it. But all 20 times, I've answered with, he's playing consistently. Does it really matter? And he's answered back, yeah, fair point. And then 4 days later, he calls me again, asking the exact same question. I give him the exact same answer, and he says, fair point. Yesterday, he finally insisted, and then recalled his player. Fabrianto with a good tackle there to open the second half after a very, very, well, not totally dominant, but definitely a match in which we were the only team showing any signs of life. They, out of nowhere, grabbed a goal and then moments later made it 2. Brown offside there. Flag is raised. Good call. Free kick. Sharza. He bent one of those puppies in. He assisted on the other one. Another dangerous free kick. He's going to whip that one in there, but nothing doing there. And they, since getting that first goal, definitely look a lot more lively. Wow, that ball's still not across the line, and yet it's now counted. It's in. Okay. That was the corner. The corner of the net. So yes, that did very much cross the line. I thought it went off the bar and was stopped sitting on the line. Oh, Quinones misses that chance, and we trail 3-0 in a game that we should be leading in. Well, let's get Crisanto out of there before everything... Penalty? Guino's going to have to step up. Akono to take it. Ooh, right down the middle. Keeper dives just over the top of that one. And we have at least some sign of life in this thing. That's going to add a lot to the XG total as well, pushing us even further beyond 1.69 to their 0.44. Really frustrating to be losing in this manner, but it is what it is. Walladain hangs on to that one. Zolfiandi, both on yellows now. Cristanto. Stupid game. Confirmed changes. I don't know why he does that this year. Eunice needs to do better there. Keeper makes a nice stop, but Eunice was predictable on where he was going to go. He needed to go into the upper corner. The keeper dove way before he even kicked the ball. Down 2 goals. I don't know what else we can do at this stage with just 15 minutes to play. Let's go ahead and just make some subs for the sake of tired legs. The cross. Ooh, Mole. How is he that far out? 12 yards off his line. Brown inside. Wow, Zulfiandi. Mole playing hero today. 2.28 on the XG. You look at that. You look at that stat line. It should be 3-1 with us in the lead, and yet it is the exact opposite. So unlucky, so unfortunate. Now Guino on a yellow as well. Another ball over the top. This time, Eunice does not chase. There's a ball over the top for Eunice again. That one, not a good shot. That was very much not a good shot. Where the keeper was, that was an easy save for him. We needed to go far post there based on the keeper's positioning. Tougher angle for the far post, but definitely a much better chance of scoring. Walladain, that's blocked. and they get lucky on where that ball lands to set them up for a counterattack the other way. But Walladane recovers the ball, makes a nice play. I don't know why we cannot get any sort of ratings for our wingbacks, because I see lots of good things happening. But anyway, Akono, Solfiandi plays it to the outside. There's a good thing that should help his rating. And again, he's well positioned. That one's blocked though. That's not going to help. Seguin inside to Brown. Takes the weird option, goes to the outside, and we lose 3-1 in a match that very much should have been ours for the taking. If you had followed any of my other series recently, you would know how busy I've been throughout this week, or you might have noticed the smaller amount of content. That trend is going to continue just a little bit longer, as things need to settle back down in IRL situations. But for now, I'm going to have to call this a short episode. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. I'm out of time. We sit 5th place still, at least, but on 49 points, we are just a little bit off those top teams right now, and we're showing that we can't really hang with them. We've lost to Arema. We've lost to Tira Persicabo here recently. We lost to Persebaya. We're beating everybody else, but the top teams, a little bit beyond us. Injuries have been a bit of an issue. Suspensions. This team has had a lot of yellow card accumulation situations or players out injured. We can't stay healthy. We were just starting to get healthy again, and then we immediately start having defensive players dropping like flies. So it just keeps happening. But, we play on. We get by. We do what we do. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.